नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 ॐ वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं। यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं। प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं। कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं। वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्री सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम, सुप्रभातम। We will chant the first one, 5th, 6th and 7th, what we have seen. भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते। सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डुक्कृङ्करणे। यावद्वित्तोपार्जनसक्तः तावन्निज परिवारो रक्तः। पश्चाज्जीवति जर्जरदेहे वार्तां कोऽपि न पृच्छति देहे गेहे। यावत् पवनो निवसति देहे तावत् पृच्छति कुशलं गेहे। गतवति वायौ देहापाये भार्या बिभ्यति तस्मिन् काये। बालस्तावत् क्रीडासक्तः तरुणस्तावत् तरुणीसक्तः। वृद्धस्तावत् चिन्तासक्तः परमे ब्रह्मणि कोऽपि न सक्तः। भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते। सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले nahi nahi rakshati dukran karani. Acharya Shankara has been so compassionate, has been so loving, so caring, that he takes the responsibility of bringing our mind to those very delusions that we have and giving us the logic behind how we are deluded, and also a solution to cut asunder these delusions and wake up to that higher responsibility and higher knowledge. We saw Acharya cutting asunder the delusion of aparavidya, then kamaha. We also saw how vittam is a delusion and our delusion towards the body. Then he also gave us or enlightened us about the delusion of postponement of knowing, where he said balastavat kridasaktaha and parame brahmani kopinasaktaha. What is the call here? The call here is we need to take a second outlook on our own asakti. Asakti has always been turned outwards. Asakti has always been towards the whims and fancies of the world. Asakti always has been towards the things and beings of the world. And none of them can give me what I am actually looking for from all of them. The purpose of me going towards the world, the purpose of me going towards the things and beings of the world is what? Happiness. The only purpose for any human being to do anything in this world while he is alive is sukha prapti, dukkha nivritti. And what kind of sukham? As Puja Gurudev would always say, eternal, permanent, etc. He would give 11 synonyms for that. Permanent, eternal, everlasting, never-ending, uncontaminated, unsullied, pure, etc., etc. He would say. It is that type of happiness we want. And where are we looking? We are looking towards all that which will end probably even before me. They are so ephemeral, so impermanent. The permanent address is the most impermanent. Think. Therefore, it is more important for us to understand how beautifully we are deluded. Think. And Acharya, the Guru Sthanam is such that they won't even know who you are. They don't even know what you are. But in spite of not knowing what we are, still they will guide the whole humanity towards the higher realm of experience which they are in. And you will find Acharya here, one after the other, he is cancelling our delusions on every aspect of life. And he says, you have your asakti. but redirect those asaktis. Now where are they? They are in 123 directions. First of all, bring them together and re-channelize those asakti. Have them. Have those pleasures. But what kind of pleasure? Not that ephemeral, flimsy pleasures. Direct them towards that which will give you that what you actually want. With that in mind, now in the next shloka, Acharya directs us to think on another set of delusion. What is that? Delusion on family. We will read the 8th shloka. Kate kanta kaste putraha samsaro yamativa vichitraha kasya tvam kaha kuta ayataha tattvam chintaya tadiha bhrataha kate kanta kaste putraha samsaro yamativa vichitraha kasya tvam kaha kuta ayataha tattvam chintaya tadiha bhrataha bhaja govindam govindam bhaja mudhamate. Hey mudhamate. First he says mudhamate, but then he says, what if you get offended and run away from learning? Therefore he says, hey brata, my dear brother, tattvam chintaya. And where? Tat iha. Now. In fact, it also means at least now. Tattvam chintaya. Please start thinking about the truth of the whole thing. Isn't it true that every single one of us, we are so much attached to? In fact, we are attached to anything and everything. Anything and everything means sometimes it is so laughable. Sometimes it is so funny. Sometimes it is so stupid. People come to our classes and they get attached to that particular chair. Chair is not theirs. Place is not theirs. Nothing is there. But then that particular chair I want. Why? From that chair if I sit and listen, I will listen very interestingly. Otherwise, I may not have interest. How funny the mind works. Think. We come for 7 days class probably, and in that 7 days, one particular chair we sat on the first day. Why did we sit there? No other chair was available. Other chairs were occupied by some people who came before me. And that chair was available, I went and sat in that chair. On the first day, the focus was not on the chair. First day focus was on the Acharya, on the text, and therefore you come and sit. After the talk has started and after 10 minutes of the talk, then slowly you start thinking, who all have come, who are all sitting, etc., etc., etc. And slowly the recognition of the spot from where you were sitting becomes a little conscious. Next day, when I come to the talk, I will look, oh, that chair is there. Yes, my chair is there. Look at the thought, my chair is there. That was never my mind. See how funny mind can attach to anything. Is it not? Now Acharya brings in another very strong attachment, which otherwise we call it as something very important for human life. Our family life is very important, Swamiji. Family is very important. Why? Because of emotional security. Now see. Kate kanta kaste putraha. Who is your wife and who are the children? In fact, let me take up one step differently. The world talks so much about mother. Mother's Day is so much celebrated. Foolish, concentrated stupidity. One cannot be more idiotic than this. Mother's Day, one day of the year, she has to be revered 24/7 till the last breath of life. Reason? It is because of that mother that I am born as a human being, and because of that I get an opportunity to study the Shastras and transcend the limitations of all birth and death. That is why even in the Shastra, Matrudevo Bhava is first, then alone Pitrudevo Bhava. Third comes Acharya and fourth comes Bhagavan. First Bhagavan is Mata. This is one line of thinking. It has got another line, we will see about it. One line of initial stages of thinking is the first person is Mata. That is why first bow down to Mata. During my childhood, I even remember my grandmother used to first say, early morning get up, brush your teeth, wash your face, apply one vibhuti, go and first do namaskaram to your mother. And then do whatever you want. It was a culture that was developed in the previous generation. Today, the very respect for the mother is so contaminated. Mata. Even the relationship of a mother is temporary. Don't get scared. Think. From the standpoint of the Shastra, a mother is only a mother with reference to the physical body that she has given birth. Don't get offended. Because if your mind goes into thinking wrongly, then you will not be able to think properly in the right direction. Listen carefully. A mother becomes a mother only after giving birth to a physical body called son or daughter. A mother can never give birth to a jiva. Why? Jiva has started Anadikala. We don't know. Several lakh crores of janmas we might have taken. Thank God we don't know. Think. That is why we say he passed away. When you say what does it mean he passed away? He has dropped this body. He has moved on to take up the next. I took birth. Meaning what? I was there earlier and on the way I picked up a body for expressing myself to a certain period of time. Once that prarabdha is over, I drop this body and move on. Where? To the next body. The mother who gives life, who gives birth to this body is different from the mother who gave me a body previously and a mother who will give me a body in the next Janma. Earlier Janma, I might have even been a mosquito, who knows? Next Janma, I might become a donkey, who knows? All depends on our samskara. All depends on our karma. And the mother in this Janma is not the mother in the next Janma. Sentimental, 7 Janmas you are, all those are all foolish, sentimental, blabberings. Truth is truth. And in the truth, my own mother, as I call, is a different person in my previous Janma, is a different one in the next Janma. Therefore, a mother becomes a mother only to a particular segment of time, and we are grateful to that mother now because she has given me a human birth. And at that time, when I cannot think on my own, when I cannot work on my own, when I cannot decide on my own, she helps me and supports me to decide, to even help me walk, which others will not do. Think. Therefore, that mother is very important for me. At the same time, I must also understand the truth. A mother is only a facility that Bhagavan has given for me to put up my first few steps and first few years. In many cases, the mother, even some cases, mother die away immediately. But the mother is revered. Why? Because she became instrumental. Now please understand this very clearly. She is only an instrument for me to take this birth. And we are grateful because she became the instrument for me to take this birth, and it is only in human birth that I can gain this very truth, the knowledge of this very truth. When mother and father, who is the very cause of this birth itself, is a temporary relationship with reference to the body alone and not the jiva, kate kanta, who is wife? She was born to somebody else. She had her own culture. She had her own ways of living, and for convenience sake, for certain facility, for exercising some security, emotional security, and to support a group. What is that group? Husband and children, which she might beget. Think. She comes halfway in my life, and few years or decades she will be there. A family is created for anyonya jivanam, to support each other for convenient living. This is the truth. Whether you like it or not, want it or not, believe it or not, accept it or not, know it or not. The truth is, living alone becomes difficult. Therefore, a family life is created so that parasparam bhavayantaha. And what is the purpose? Shreyaha paramavapsata. Bhagavad Gita says, parasparam bhavayantaha. You support each other, grow together for what? Not just for living a life by what to do. I am unnecessarily existing. surviving, that animals do alone. They do better. Think. The very purpose of a family life is to grow efficiently with certain convenience and support, with certain facilities, but the purpose has to take me to the highest goal. Otherwise, family has no requirement. Family is not required. Think. Kate kanta. Kaste putraha. Son. People are so dependent on their sons. And where is the son? Father is in India. He is already 78 not out. And the son somewhere in America, Australia, Argentina, Antarctica, somewhere he lives. And now in this corona period, we have seen so many elderly people die and their own sons or daughters are unable to come even to do the final rites. Now it is a situation, even when the situation was not there, there has been so many families. The son is only because the mother has given birth to him. Otherwise, he has no relationship with his parents. Why? He has got his own choice of life. Think. Now, what is the purpose of telling this? You have taken birth alone. You are living your life alone and you will go away alone. This is the truth of life. Oh, what to do? Cry. Why? Because total foolishness. Please, total foolishness. That which has taken birth must die. Whether nobody can do anything. Swamiji, he was there all along. What to do? He passed away yesterday morning. Oh, is it? What is his age? 98 years old. We are missing him. Are Baba. Shall I tell you something? It is better you die when you are healthy. Think of the condition. An old person is suffering with illness and he is in the hospital. He is also suffering and so many people are also disturbed. There are people who take the elderly person when they are 90 years old to a hospital. And the hospitals are very, very horrible. Yena kena prakarena, they want to increase the digits in the bills. A person gets into the hospital with a headache and they almost kill him. Think. This is the truth. Harsh truth in life. Today, every big hospitals have developed out of the money of poor people. And how do they make it? Because of the misidentification of every one of us and because of the attachment we have with every one of us and the fear of losing the other. They scare you so much. Oh, if you don't this, that will happen. If you don't do this, that will happen. Therefore, MRI scanning, angiograph, angioplast, blah, 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 blah. He is already 90 years old. Think. All this is happening because of what? Because of the attachment what we have and the fear of losing them. When not a single jiva in this world is permanent, how long can you protect somebody? And there are cases they just want them to be alive. Therefore, they spend several lakhs of rupees only to protect them. And after that, what are they? They are a vegetable in the house, lying down in one corner. This is the nature of the body. Think. And similarly are the bodies which are around us, and we get attached. They were never there before. They might never be there later. In the small segment of time that they are there with us, we get so much attached and suffer for the rest of the life. The wife, Kanta, she was never there before. Son, he was never there before. He may never be there after also. In Kannada, there is a very beautiful saying. ಮುತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟವಳು ಬಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ತುತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟವಳನ್ನು ಮರೆತನು. When some women come as wife, the man forgets even his parents and ill-treats the parents. Why? Because of the irresponsible attachment with a person who was never known before in his life. Think. Khate Kanta. Kaste putraha, that putraha because of whom you gave all your life to bring up that son, and he grows and suddenly somebody comes in his life and he gets attached to another woman or something, or maybe some position, maybe some money. He kicks the parents also. He is ready to kick the parent and go away. For what? For some cheap thinking. Or in the name of profession, he goes to some other side part of the globe, and when the parents, the elderly parents, when they are suffering at home, the son is not there to take care of the parents who took care of him for decades. And to thinking about that son, this father and mother, old people who are unable to take care of themselves, but they have to struggle. Think. Kaste putraha. Ayam samsaraha ativa vichitraha. What a vichitra samsara. Very beautiful. Gurudev very beautifully described. Earlier, you got married because you thought there is some sara in samsara. And after 2 years or 3 years, you understood what? There is only some sara in samsara. There is not the original sara. But what to do? I have to carry her. Why? I have married her. Think. Ativa vichitraha. Kasyatvam kuta ayataha. Who are you? Where have you come from? What is your source? How many of us think? The Shishya in the Viveka Chudamani asks, Ko nama bandhaha kathamesha agataha katham pratisthasya katham vimokshaha ko savanatma paramahka atma tayor vivekaha kathametaduchyatam. When the Acharya had informed, uttered the word Atma, Anatma, the student is wondering, what is this Atma? What is this Anatma? Where did I come from? What is the purpose of life? Where am I going to go? If you honestly start thinking from our standpoint, none of us have ever asked such questions. We are only batting, going on batting our life. How are you? Pulling on, Swamiji. What is that pulling on? Are you that ox? Buffalo? Pulling on. And look at the capacity what we have. A capacity that can transcend all kinds of limitations and reaches to that highest pinnacle of our life, which is our own true nature. Sat Chit Ananda Swarupaha Ahamasmi, now a beggar of even petty pleasures. Think. Therefore he says, Tattvam Chintaya. Please understand the truth behind all of this, oh brother. All that what you think family is a family for convenience, comfort and support while we are living, but all of them are ephemeral, impermanent and will only pull you down from marching ahead in the road of Tattva Jnana. When all this is said, you should not immediately think that Vedanta is against family. Vedanta is against relationship. Vedanta is against love and cohesive living in a family. No. Because this is said so, don't say, okay, tomorrow I am walking out of the house, I have no family. You please don't do that. The issue here is not of the family. The issue is not of the relationships what you enjoy. Issue is not of the interpersonal activities that are going on. Issue is the dependency of or on the family for your internal quietude. Dependency on the external things and beings for my internal quietude is what is condemned. The attachment, the strings that tie you down from reaching the highest potential, your inner potential, because of all the things and beings which are connected to you for a temporary period of time. And if you look at the time of your existence is what? Anadikala. Bahunam Janmanam. And if you don't reach the pinnacle of life today, we don't know how long you will be there, how many janmas you have to again take birth. Therefore, Tattvam Chintaya. The truth is, you are eternal. The truth is, family is a facility given to you for supporting for your existence. And even, in fact, to be very frank with you, family is very important. Why? It will teach you proper lessons. It will kick you left, right and center and make you understand what is it that you are doing and what is it that you are supposed to do. Therefore, Tattvam Chintaya Iha. Iha means what? Now. Don't postpone. Remember that statement. Don't postpone it to the 11th hour. You might die at 10:55. Then what? Punarapi Jananam. It will come. In the same Bhaja Govindam, Acharya will declare, as long as you are not ready to accept the higher truth of life, as long as I wail away this life with all kinds of attachments and relationships, then every attachment, every relationship, every incident I am purchasing suffering. Voluntarily. The question is, do I deserve? Why? Think. We will meet tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.